Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to show everyone how to incorporate YouTube into their Cleeng.com account so that they have a streaming player going on their Cleeng. So what we're going to do is first we're going to log into YouTube. As you can see, I'm already logged in here. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to My Channel. You go into My Channel. Next thing you want to do is you want to go to your Video Manager. Go into that. And next thing, as you can see, well, we've done quite a few pay-per-views in the past. So next thing you want to do is you want to actually set up a pay-per-view. So you're going to go into live streaming right here. Go into that. It's kind of the two-step process to get to where you need to get to. And then you're going to see over here, you're going to see events. You want to go into the events. Now, I've already got one already set up, but we're going to create another mock one. So up here, you want to go to New Live Event, or if you have nothing here, it'll say Create a New Event. But we're going to go to New Live Event, and we're going to call it just a test session. Test. The date. We're going to pick something a lot further away, so we're going to pick like the 27th. We'll go with that. You can change that to whatever you like. We just want to make sure that your start time is correct. Start time. Your end time, don't really need one this way. In case you run over that, it won't automatically shut off on you. You don't necessarily need a description. One very key thing that you have to watch for, though, is right here. This is your privacy setting. You definitely don't want that in public if you plan on trying to draw any kind of a monetary profit out of this. You want to go to unlisted. Don't try private. Private is entirely too complicated. Just go with the unlisted. Next thing you want to do is you want to go to the advanced settings. The chat up here doesn't really matter because unless you are handing out the free side of it to anybody that, friends or whatever, you do not want to use the chat right there because the chat, they're the only ones who can see it. Anyone on the Cleeng, in the Cleeng platform will not see the chat at all. So you want to stick with a standard YouTube license. Your caption certification, you want to go with this content has never aired on U.S. television. You need to allow the embedding. This way you can actually work in Cleeng. You do not want the promotions running because the promotions running, that means that there's going to be commercials and everything popping up. Category, you just pick the category you want. Obviously we're going with racing, so that's going to be sports in our world. Video language is going to be English for this. Again, make video stats on the watch page publicly visible. The only ones going to see that are the people coming in from the YouTube side. Recording, allow comments, again, same thing. Enable DVR is a very nice feature, and what it is if you get a customer that buys things late, that starts after the pay-per-view's already started, and they're within a 4-hour window, they can start the pay-per-view from dead scratch and watch it up until the end. In the event that they try to purchase it after the 4 hours after you've ended, then they have a problem. They're not going to be able to purchase the event. Well, they can purchase the event, but they won't be able to see anything. Alright, so what you want to do here is you want to create the event down here on the bottom. Alright, so next thing you're going to do, it's going to bring you to the ingestion settings, and what you're going to do is main camera. Most places you only use one camera. In the event you're using more and you have the software to change cameras and make it look really professional, you'll add the cameras. The thumbnail, that's just the background image you're going to see while on YouTube. It's while it's not playing. You can put any picture you like. Alright, your basic ingestion here, most places are going to use somewhere in that, the 360 to the 1080 range. Obviously, 4K, 1440, even 1080s. You really need great internet and good equipment. Great equipment almost, because most streaming devices are somewhere around the 720. If not 480. We're dealing with a little bit older hardware at the one place that we're talking about, so we're going to end up going with 360. As you can see, those changes have been saved. And down underneath that, you're going to see that the stream name, primary server, and the backup server are all right there because we're using other encoders. We're not going to be using any kind of encoders for that. We're just going to do that because we can manually enter these things into our encoder software that we're going to show you in a little bit. So now next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to, well, actually no, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the watch page because we're going to need something off of this page very shortly. Okay, I'm going to scroll down once it lets me. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the share button. And we need the embed code. So from there, we're going to copy that. And then we're going to go over here. Just make sure you don't try and cut and paste anything after that. Alright, so we're over in Cleeng now. We're going to log in. If you've already got an account, I'm already logged in, so. One thing I can tell you, they offer, you can do coupons, all kinds of marketing through the website for your pay-per-views. One thing you need to make sure of is your earnings and payout, and I can't click this link at the moment because that does show all your bank account information. That will need to be changed if you are taking over for someone or something like that, because otherwise you're going to be paying the person that was already, whose bank account that is, if it's not even closed. So. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the live event. Okay. These are past events. In fact, the one with the green knot is an upcoming event because it hasn't happened yet. So we're not even going to mess with that one. We're going to go to create a new live event. And we're going to call it test. And I think we said we were somewhere around, I'm not sure what date we said, but this is just a mock pay-per-view we're putting together for you anyway right here, so we can pick anywhere we want. We'll pick that, make sure you pick the right times. It'll always go about this far ahead. It'll always go about 8 hours ahead. So you can pick whatever end time you like. Again, it's not necessarily critical. It's whenever stop streaming is what it was. So you can put whatever you like right in here for your description. Your event type, it'll be a sport, estimated viewers, likely less than 1,000. You get more than 1,000, you're doing good. All right, hit the next button. It's going to then bring you down to set your price. Now, in default, when you're going, now obviously you can copy these events, so you don't necessarily have to go through that all the time. But you hit the paid because it's a pay-per-view. If it stays on free, it's going to be a free view, and everybody can just log in and watch. You take a price, you can make it whatever you like. You want to pass on the fees to the buyer. Because if you absorb the fees, what's going to happen, let's do $20 on this. Now obviously you can see there's a service fee. Consumer price, that's the final fee. It's almost like a tax. You want to broadcast worldwide, so hit next. Select the streaming platform is going to be, in this case, going to be YouTube. So you want that. Yes, you do want to do this right now. So the code that you copied from YouTube goes right here. You paste that right there. That's all set to go. Unless you clear it with your videographer, as far as if you're adding a VOD replay, you definitely don't want to put that on there. And then you're going to go to next. And this is for all different promoting things, links and network sites and all that. Now you're going to go to publish the event. Okay. Now in here you can do pretty much a lot. You can do a lot of things. And what you're going to do is, this is our pre-booking page. You're going to upload the logo here. Your logo is going to be what you see over. This is the logo you're going to see, so you're going to go with that. Now, in this particular case, I have one logo is saved. It's not going to fit properly, but it's just going to be something to throw in there for the time being. Once it loads up, scroll down to the bottom. Use that. Okay, we're going to upload the background picture. And that background picture is going to be seen through the entire, not the whole thing, but a chunk of it's going to be seen throughout the entire event. Okay, so we're going to click on save. Alrighty. Now what you're going to do is this link right here that you're going to want to copy and paste that link right there. And that is going to be your advertising link for everybody to purchase, because when they click on that link, it's going to bring them to this page. So that's your payment link. That's going to, anybody that wants to buy the pay-per-view, they've got to go to that link and set up either a Cleeng account. Well, they'll set up a Cleeng account with a credit card or a PayPal account, and they can go from there. That's pretty much all you have to do in Cleeng, because that will auto-start itself. You don't need to do anything more in there. Now we're going to go back to our live control room on this. And as you can see, because we haven't started the encoder or anything like that, it's going to tell you that great big red letters. And it'll tell you down here once again that there's no data. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your ingestion settings. You are going to need, once it loads up, alright, you're going to need the stream name, the primary server, and the backup server to go into your encoder. So we're going to fire up our encoder here, which is Adobe Flash Media Live. So we're going to fire this up. Now we don't have a video streaming card in this right now, so we're going to get a couple error messages in the beginning. There's the first one. Okay, and it'll let you know that you've got a screen match that you don't have any video capture devices around. As you can see already, now you're going to see with a streaming device that's already primed and ready to go. In most cases, the one account that we're doing this for, they will see like two screens that'll be the same exact thing. One is the video feed coming in, the other one is the one going out on the web. You will not need to play with any of this stuff right over here. This will be auto set up. The device, as long as your device, you got sound, you see sound levels right here, then you're good to go. Because this is your sound bar. Now you've got your servers, your feeding servers. That's going to be where you're going to look right here. There's your server URL 1 and backup server. Well, those are both in there. The stream is the most critical part, because if you don't change the stream every week, you are going to have a problem. It's going to try to stream to an ended stream, which will not work. So what you're going to do is you're just going to do that, copy, you're going to paste that from the YouTube ingestion settings. You'll click connect. I can't do that at the moment because I don't have a streaming player. And once it connects, it's going to go to, you're going to see the encoding log right here. Now obviously you're going to see two screens of video. You're going to see your bit rates over on the one side and your audio. Make sure everything's on the up and up. And when you're ready to start streaming, just hit the start button. And once that's streaming, you're all set to go. So you're streaming to YouTube right now. And what you're going to see when you go back to the live control room, now when you go back to the live control room, this message right here, this will have disappeared. And it'll tell you how your stream status is. It'll say good, fair, or so on. If it's in the green and it says good, you're set to rock and roll. So the next thing you want to do is you'll hit the preview button right here. Once you hit the preview button, it'll ask you if you're sure you want to do that. You say yes, obviously, so it'll say preparing. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute or two. And once the preview stream is running, you won't see anything playing. It'll just say, it'll be ready to say start stream, go live, or whatever the new button is that they're using this week. You click on that, it's going to ask you, are you sure? And then you're going to start seeing a timer start clicking over in this section, and that's going to be the fact you're going to know you're live. And this will also say you're live right here. And then you can scroll down if you like, go see how the public sees it, hit the play button, This is going to be the preview. And again, you don't need to worry about these broadcast alerts. These are only for people that are actually, friends that are coming in not as paying customers. They're actually just in as friends of the facility or so on. But that's pretty much it. And if you want to check your totals throughout the night, just go to your Cleeng.com page, and right on the front page, obviously it's a running. Let's hit the login button. And what it'll do is, obviously, it'll be a running tally all along for the month. So, say you do $100 this week, and you still got another week to go. You're going to see $100 when you start the next week. So it's obviously you got to do the math in your head. It's not a big deal. But again, that's pretty much it. Hope that was a big help. Again, when you're done doing your live stream, you want to hit the stop button, shut the computer down, fire it up again next week. And then you want to come back here and hit stop streaming. Stop stream will be lit right here when you hit stop, because if you don't hit stop stream, the thing is going to continuously be looking for the video. So at the end of every night, before you shut the computer down, hit the stop stream, and then you can just close everything down, and you're ready to rock and roll.